Somebody's got it up because my whistle just went.
I know, right?
Weird. Weird.
Oh, sorry.
I was like,
Yeah.
who shits on, man?
I just logged.
We're live, but I have no comments or no.
We got 3 people on here.
Yeah, well, one of them's me.
And
me.
I'm probably the other one. That might be Scott.
There's 4. I see 4 now.
Is
Hey,
anybody here?
hey, you people in podcast land, YouTube space, where the fuck?
Hey, yo, bitch.
Let me get a water. What's up,
Hey,
lemon?
there's Mike.
Mike Anderson's on. Jesus. A lot of times there's like some debauchery going on beforehand.
Right?
I know.
You know what it is? Labor Day, though.
That's true.
You know,
Yeah.
it's a holiday.
It's been a long weekend.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. Speaking of weekends,
Yeah.
Dave, how was your weekend?
It was fucking good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Your dad was in town.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Dad and his girlfriend came down to Longview last week to load up some more of her stuff and take it back up to Nebraska.
Yeah.
And while they were here, he ran down for about a half day, well, about a day total. So went and took him to a burger joint here in town. They're in New Braunfels called Willie B's. Fucking amazing.
Is that
burgers.
good? I drove by
Yeah.
it yesterday and I saw
Yeah,
it.
dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Their burgers,
burgers
are fucking
are great.
amazing. Fries leave a little bit to be desired.
That was like wildly specific.
Yes,
Yeah.
their burgers are great.
Yeah. And then he was tired of driving, so we just kind of sat and we had a couple of cigars and just had good conversation. It'd been
Almost a year, huh?
well, I was up there over Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
So it'd been about 8 months since I'd seen him.
Yeah.
I talked to him at least once a week, every 2 weeks or so. And
At least once a week, every 2 weeks or so.
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Just checking.
That works. Yeah.
Well, that's like a couple, 2 or 3, right, John?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So no, we hung out Saturday or Friday night, and then Saturday morning I took him and introduced him to Magnolia House down here in Shirts.
The old Magnolia Pancake House.
Oh my god,
Place is great.
so fucking good.
Yeah.
so fucking good.
The wait is extreme.
It's worth it.
No,
And the fucking well, maybe not on a weekday.
we walked. No, this was Saturday morning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we walked in at probably 7:15, 7:20, and like we walked up. I checked in, and she walked us right over to her table.
I mean, they are awfully proud of their food, though.
Yeah,
Like it is not cheap to eat there.
But it tastes good.
It tastes
It
amazing.
tastes so good.
It's really good.
yeah.
But like honestly, and I'll fucking shout it out. Right across the freeway from Magnolia, Abel's.
Yeah.
That's really good, too.
That place has the best fucking eggs Benedict you will ever have.
Really?
Phenomenal.
All right.
Phenomenal. Family
check it out.
owned. Family owned, operated.
Noted.
Abel's still in there, like back in there cooking and shit every week. Like that place is. If you guys
Yeah.
next time you're like down this way for a breakfast, highly suggest it.
All right.
Yeah,
We can make that happen.
yeah.
So
Big fan.
yeah.
We got some people coming in
Yeah, we
there.
got
yeah.
everybody on here now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, not
they're
everybody,
chiming in.
but good amount.
Oh, there's
Mikey,
Hector.
get the fuck up.
Oh, what's up,
boss. Hi,
buddy?
Tracy. Lavely, what's up, bud?
Yeah.
Hector.
What's
Yeah.
happening? What's happening the 18th, dude?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Day after the 17th.
Yeah.
You're
Before
gonna-
the 19th.
You're gonna have to elaborate on that one, my friend.
Yeah.
Dude.
Mikey, how was your weekend?
Fuzzy. No, it was good, man. It was good. My buddy Jake was in town. He left. Fuck, when he leave? Sunday. He left yesterday.
Yeah.
So Thursday. Well, let me back it up. Wednesday night, my hot water heater blew.
Yeah. You?
I wish it was that cool. So Haley sends me a picture, and it's like water in the fucking drain pan.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, that's weird. So I go home, and I'm like, yeah, it's there. So I couldn't find the hose to the fucking shop vac. So, but we had our carpet shampooer.
Yeah.
And I was like, this will suck it out. So I had the fucking thing stuck in there, and I was turning it on, and it's just sucking it up. And I'm like, fuck, I keep like dumping it out, and it keeps refilling. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I look up, how there's like those two panels.
Yeah.
There's the heating element. It's electric. There's the heating element is there. And I'm like, all right. I could see like some water dripping out of the top panel. So I'm like, all right. So I pull that off, check it out. Obviously unplug it and everything. And I'm like, the heating element's leaking.
Yeah.
And I can see that it's leaking. So I go to Lowe's, buy a heating element, buy the wrench to even fucking like the socket to pull it off. Cannot get that fucker broken loose. I think I make it worse.
Okay.
And I'm like, fuck. And at this point, it's late. And I'm like, we got to take showers. Boys got to get in the bath. You know what I mean? So I'm like, fuck it. So I put it back together, plug it back in, and it's still like leaking down. And I'm like, fuck. I'm going to have to watch it. So I let her wash the boys, and I'm like draining the fucking thing as they're in the tub. And then like my buddy Jake's there, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to take a shower. I was like, cool. So he takes a shower, and I'm draining it. I empty it like 3 times while he's in the shower. I'm like, what the fuck, man? He comes down. He's like, all right, I'll watch it so you can take a shower. I was like, cool. So I go take a shower. I come back down. He goes, hey, run your hand on the back. And the seam of the fucking whole housing of the thing was split and blew out the back. And it was just pouring water out the back of the fucking thing. And I'm like, well, it ain't the heating elements. This whole bitch is fucked. So I'm like, fuck me, dude. So fucking Thursday morning, I take J-Mo to school and go right to Lowe's and buy a new one. So that hurt.
Yeah.
Like that stung. And I'm sitting there trying to drain the fucking thing. Well, there's so much sediment in the bottom of it. It was clogged the fucking drain cock on the bottom.
Yeah.
So I couldn't fucking drain it. So now I got a 400-pound fucking thing of water that's up on this fucking 2-foot shelf that I got to fucking move somehow. I called a guy on Craigslist. I was like, I'm either getting my butthole touched or my fucking water here moved. Either way, this bitch is fucking leaving, right? I was like, fuck it. So I called a dude off Craigslist. He showed up, big truck. And he's like, can you help me? I'm like, pretty sure I'm paying you to do this. And he's like, I can't fucking do this by myself, man. I was like, fuck. I actually have a dent in my hand still, right there, from the fucking, like, one of the hose connections, like, jamming me and shit. Like, but it was a pain in the ass. We got it out, got the new one hooked up. I fucking rewired it, fucking did all that shit, did everything. It works. But I highly, highly underestimated or overestimated my abilities to do that. So, needless to say, I worked from home that day. Was at my boss's school. And then, so that was, when you do something around the house, you feel like accomplished.
Right.
Like that's how I felt. I felt like very, very accomplished. I was like, all right, cool. I took care of that problem, And then we had to put the fucking garage back together because we wanted to work out. Haley and I put the garage back together yesterday. And then, yeah.
Nice.
It's just kind of been yesterday. Other than that, I didn't do fucking anything.
Yeah.
Like I told you guys, I partook in some chewy things.
Extracurricular
Some
activities.
extracurriculars. I partook in some of those and hit this little weird pen thing and fucking lost my phone because I wasn't on this planet for a few hours and just fucking relaxed, man. It was nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I needed it.
Yeah.
So, boys, you guys weren't here last week.
Yeah.
Tell us about the trip.
It was a good trip.
Yeah.
How was Nicaragua?
Nicaragua is amazing.
Yeah.
The easiest way to explain it is we got done in a week what would normally take us years.
Yeah.
It was a much needed trip. It was our first time back down there since COVID, and it's actually kind of interesting. So we were the last people there because we got back, and a day later, the entire world shut down for COVID, and we were the first ones to go back since fucking COVID started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. But we got some new stuff we were working on. We got all that fine-tuned and tweaked. We got a lot of really cool content we're going to be, putting out here shortly. We solidified our already great relationship we had with the factory and made it even fucking better.
Nice.
And got some new tobaccos purchased. Got all kinds of fucking stuff done.
He showed me a little bit of the prototypes.
Yeah.
that are coming through, and I'm fucking I'm excited for you guys, man.
We'll let
It's
them
gonna be dope.
settle, and then we can try them next week.
Yeah. Yep.
Fucking nice.
Yeah, we we got to hang out with the people that work at the factory a little bit too, and trying to figure out. There's a language barrier, obviously.
Sure.
No hablo español.
Yeah, so trying to figure out how you walk through the factory, and some people are kind of giving you that like. I gotta look busy, but what are these motherfuckers walking through the factory for? And
Sure.
and so we're talking to Gonzalo. Gonzalo's the manager of the factory. He's Cuban guy. It's been in the cigar industry forever. Awesome dude.
I think he might be actually older than Scott.
Yeah, very, very gracious host.
Yeah.
But I was talking to him,
Bro,
Dude, yeah.
We went over to his house one
I'll tell you
night.
about the burning bush.
No. But he told us about the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Yeah, oh my god, it was a great story.
Oh, it was amazing. Scott and I, it was like two little kids listening to like your grandpa tell a war story. We're sitting there, we're both like,
To preface this, he invites us over to his house, has a kind of a catered meal, and it was awesome. And we're hanging out, and
Is that a picture of the meal you showed me?
he's like,
no, that was the night before.
he's like, you guys want barbecue? I'm like, bro, we're from Texas. That barbecue is fucking bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah. He showed me a picture. It looked amazing, dude.
So good.
Fuck, it looked good.
Yeah. But then we're sitting down, and we're talking about John and I's service a little bit, and he's like, I was never in the military, and we talked about shooting. He's like, I've only shot a gun one time.
Yeah.
And then he goes into this whole thing. When he was 14,
Yep.
he was
He was in school to become an engineer,
yeah.
and the Cuban government went to the school and rounded up 200 something engineers and made them work on a military base, like cleaning bathrooms and shit. And he's like, we're engineers, like we're smart people, and they have us cleaning bathrooms. And I was just like, yeah, that sounds like the military.
Sounds like communism, bro.
but then he goes into this whole thing. He's like, they asked if had all the people come out and gave us a big speech and said, hey, do you want to defend your country?
The enemy is out, off of our coast.
Yeah.
Would you like to defend? So I'm thinking like, if you don't fucking choose, you want to defend the country, they're just gonna fucking schwack you. You know
Sure.
what I mean? But that's not how the story went.
He's like, I'm 14. He's like, I had pride in Cuba. I want to defend the country.
He's like, yeah.
So he's like, "Oh, take me," and he's like, so they bring him. He steps forward and volunteers for this, and they put him out on this post,
Out in the middle of the woods.
like on the beach. On the beach. They put him in like groups, like every he said 1,000 meters away from each other, so in a group, and he said they just fed him octopus.
Yeah.
And that was it, and then they quit feeding him. But when they pulled him in there and gave him there, he's like, they were saying that the Americans their Navy is off the coast and they have to defend the beach, and he's like, okay, I need a gun. Are you going to teach us how to shoot guns? And they're like, no, we're going to give you this stick. And he's like, I'm going to fight the American Navy with a stick? They're like, yes.
And he goes, okay. And he takes his stick and he goes out to his fucking guard post.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And so they had all these kids on the beach, like obviously for collateral damage.
Sure.
Is what they were doing. But he said, they ran out of food. And then eventually they had to like go walk up to the army post to ask for more food. And they, said, you need to get back to your base, and then we said a couple days later they went and rounded them all up and brought them back and thanked them and gave them better food. And
Sent him home.
yeah, but that was his Cuban Missile Crisis story.
Yeah.
Fucking standing guard on the beach.
Right? With
With a
octopus and a stick.
And he's like,
It's pretty gangster, dude.
I know.
he's like, they're
Because you know who
telling,
was coming up that beach would have been Marines.
Yeah.
right?
They'd have been like, fuck is this kid waving a stick at me for? What the fuck?
Get out of my way.
he said they're telling me that the Navy's they're off the coast, and he's like, I don't see them. Where are they at?
Yeah.
And he's like, they're over there.
He's like, I didn't see it, maybe.
Yeah, trust me, they're there.
Yeah.
They're there.
Yeah.
Had a couple questions in the comments. Tracy wants to know any news about Gary. Gary's doing better. From what last I heard, he's been off the vent. They're slowly increasing his oxygen every day. He's doing better. He's in good spirits.
His oxygen as needed was the last I heard.
Yeah. So he's
Yeah.
doing all right. He's gonna pull through, I think. So that's good news. Yeah. And you guys will notice that we don't have a Jazz with us tonight.
Yep, brought in the stunt beard.
We brought in Stunt Beard Dave over here because Jazz is actually down with the vid himself. So give some thoughts and prayers out to our brainiac friend,
Right.
who
Yeah. Can't taste Taco Bell.
can't taste Taco Bell fire sauce right now. Apparently, poor guy. But he's down with the vid and he's all fucked up. I asked him, I was like, hey dude, do you want me to call you for the live? And he's like, probably not a good idea.
Yeah.
So like,
I told him, I was like, you need care pack, whatever you need, let me know. I'll drop it off your door.
I
But
told him
not
the same
coming in.
thing. Yeah, I was like, I'll drop it off the door, bro. Like, it's all good. Of course we. Lavely's like, wait, you probably fucking gave it to him, Lavely. He was hanging out with you.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go-
Lavely.
Go
yeah.
get checked, Rich. You fucking dickbag. You probably gave it to him. Fuck. That fucking realization in those texts.
Mike Goshen, yeah, we are using a new factory. We started using that factory pre-COVID.
Well, a year ago.
Yeah.
Last time we were there is when
Well, it was longer than that. It
committed.
was March of last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going on a year and a half at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but it was great. You know, we got to talking to Gonzalo about like, hey, what can we do? You know, I was asking him about teamwork and leadership and how he runs everything, and he said, you know,
Unbelievably smart businessman.
very smart businessman, very down to earth. He's like, he never raises his voice. He only makes corrections in his office, never in front of anybody else.
Smart dude.
Yeah, he's a good leader, for sure. So the next day I'm like, hey, you know, like we want to do something for everybody that works here, but we don't really know how to get it across that we're grateful for what they do. And so we bought the whole factory pizza, and
It was like 70 people.
yeah, and they like that. And then after that day we got to like joking around with them a little bit more. And John, he sat down and started banning some cigars. I started doing some packaging, and we were
Got our
doing,
asses whooped.
yeah, we were doing like one box or one bundle for every 3 that they were doing, you know. And so
Like I thought I was proud, and I look up and I see what the lady in front of me did, and I was like, "Ah, fuck."
but they thought it was good that we were hanging out with them, so it was fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hillboss says, hey, wait, no more vaccine cigars and Jess got COVID? Suspicious.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just saying. Yeah, everybody's like, well, I'm vaccinated. Yeah, I don't think that matters, Lively. Not these days.
It doesn't stop you from getting it.
Yeah.
It just stops you, or supposedly stops you from getting it severely.
Yeah. Which doesn't sound like a vaccine to me. Sounds like putting a Band-Aid on a bullet hole.
No, it's like the flu shot.
Yeah.
If you get the flu shot, you can still get the flu.
Well, yeah,
It's
because you
just
get
not
different.
supposed to be as bad.
You get different strains.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, who knows? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, it's a crapshoot. No, I agree with you, dude. Whoever blamed T Slayer is. I agree with that. It is a total crapshoot. I mean, fuck. I had COVID for a while. I sat next to Justin. I sat
Me?
like next to, I came here
Yeah.
during that time. Like
That was when you and I were sitting next to each other playing footsies on the stool.
Yeah, like fucking sharing drinks and shit. Like, hey, taste this. Oh, all right, you know.
Yeah, that's great.
Nobody ever got it. Shit. My kids didn't get it. My wife didn't get it. It just happens. I don't know. It's weird, man. I don't know. Fuck, man. So, the weekend. Got a little fishing trip in, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. So we got back from Nicaragua. We landed at like 3:30. Dropped Scott off at his house.
What day was that?
Friday. No, Saturday. Sorry.
Oh, nice.
Saturday. Dropped Scott at his house. Came to the shop. Put all the fucking samples in the humidor to let them rest for a little bit. Went home. Literally dropped my suitcase and my carry-on. Grabbed another fucking backpack. Threw a couple pairs of board shorts in it. A couple fishing shirts. Shit like that. Grabbed Dave. Dave's like, yeah, I'm in. He ran upstairs, packed a bag in about 2.5 minutes, and got in the fucking road and left.
Nice.
I forgot my boat shoes. I forgot my fucking wading shoes. All I had was Crocs. And so we're fucking
works.
Yeah, we're fucking wade fishing in the Gulf of Texas, and I got my Crocs in 4-wheel drive.
As you do.
Try not to get stung by fucking stingrays.
Yeah.
Like, that's great.
Or nibbled on by blue crabs.
Yep. It was pretty fun. But yeah, so we went down to Rockport. I went down there as
I nibble back on blue crabs.
right. I went down there as a host with Hero Sports to do a veteran fishing trip, offshore fishing trip down there. We were going out for kingfish, and I guess there's no kingfish in the Gulf this weekend. Because
Hurricane, dude.
not a fucking single one.
Fucking hurricanes, dude. It kicks its shit
Yeah,
up. Kicks
but
up weird shit.
so we ended up going. We were trolling around a couple rigs for a while, and we went and trolled through. They have a big anchorage where all the tanker ships go out and just anchor, waiting to either go into port or just wait for their next job or whatever. And so we went on to the shade side of them because that's all the fish hang out under the. They're trying to get out of the sun and hide in the darkness.
Sure.
And so we went on the shade side trolling, fucking nothing at all. And we come around the front of this fucking massive, 1,000-foot long tanker ship, and right on the anchor chain are these 3 fucking lingfish just circling it. So we fucking change everything out and fucking the rods. We start casting the bait over by these lingfish and end up hitting a lingfish. Dave had a hell of a fucking fight with one, and everything in the world that could possibly go wrong. The gaff, the fish took the gaff to the bottom of the ocean. Trying to get him on the boat, fucking lost the hook. The fish fucking ran out. Like all kinds of shit. We had another
worst case scenarios.
The second one that we got literally spit like under pressure, reeling this fucking thing in, line is tight as fuck. Spit the fucking hook out, landed in Dave's hat. Like, yeah. But we finally got one. Had fish tacos that night. Got up the next day, cleaned all the fucking equipment, got the salt water off the fucking bay boat and all the rods and reels. Cooked some good stuff, and we ended up having to head out so we can come up here for this. But they did a big show of force down there for a local veteran. This guy named John. He was a CB back in the day, fucking just straight up badass. I met him last trip I was down there and heard some of his stories, and this dude's fucking balls. He just drags him behind him as he's walking. And I guess
those of you who don't know, a Navy CB is a combat engineer for the Navy.
And back in the day, those guys were
they hook and
just
jab.
monsters.
Yeah. Dude, I fucking operated with them in Fallujah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're good dudes.
We had CBs helping us out with some shit.
But so his neighbor's been fucking with him for a while now. Pretty much like trying to get him like to the point where he's just sick of shit and moving. And he's just a genuinely good dude. The advocacy he does down there in the area for veterans is huge. And so they invited a whole bunch of people down for a big barbecue and pool day. And then they were going to do a little show of force. And they had like the local magistrate and a judge and the chief of police and probably 15, 20 vets all showing up and hanging out in this dude's front yard for, I don't know, a little bit in the afternoon to pretty much tell his neighbors, hey, go fuck off.
Yeah. Why don't you fuck yourself?
Yeah.
We like him more than you.
Right?
Yeah.
And, but yeah, then we came back up here, fucking, I literally got home, did a load of laundry, fucking did some maintenance on the pool and turned around, came back in here for the show.
Nice.
Maybe next weekend I'll have a day.
Nice. Then you had a barbecue today.
Yeah. We'll get
Sorry I
started.
missed it.
Oh, no problem. Did ribs. Yeah. Justin came over.
I really like ribs, though.
Yeah, they were good.
Justin, where's your window? Hey,
There he is.
Fingers is here. There he is. There's the window. There's the window. There's this window. There he is. Yeah.
We still hear you.
Yeah. We got you.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
How was your weekend, pal?
My weekend was pretty awesome, man. What did I do? Friday night we went to the old Smithville. My girlfriend's hometown. Hung out with her family Friday and Saturday. See her niece and nephew, which is always awesome. And then came back last night. Took care of some yard work this morning. Go over the yard work, and then Scotty Boy's place. Got to see his house and hang up on the pool. And the gym was there.
Hey.
Oh, Jim came through? Nice.
This lovely bride who I hadn't met until today. She was very nice.
Julie would fuck you up.
Oh, big time.
Dude, she is so strong. Fuck, she is strong.
I saw her, I was like, oh, you can beat my ass.
You know she's still walking around with a broken leg, too?
Yeah.
Like, has been for years.
Years.
Fucking badass, dude.
Yep.
God, she's...
Wait, she's been walking around with a broken leg for years.
And
Yep.
she...
Told me she works construction.
And she's a CrossFit champ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like fucking beast.
Like,
Wow, yeah, she can beat my ass.
yeah, she's a fucking maniac. I love that chick. She's great. It's a good side to be on, man.
If I walk in here with a broken leg, I mean,
Dude, she's married to Jim. It takes a special kind of woman, you know?
It takes a special kind of guy.
Yeah.
Right? Fuck. It was funny. So Haley had a strongman thing going on this weekend.
Yeah.
Where she went and like did like this class. Like Travis Ortenmeyer was out there,
Nice.
Oh, yeah?
like teaching them like stones and
Yeah.
all that stuff. And like so she basically went to this class that she paid for out of this place down in San Antonio.
Okay.
And did really well. Fucking learned a lot. Just took a lot out of it. Just kind of soaked it up like a sponge. And she's like, you know what I really want though? She's like, every time I do a strongman comp, she's like, I'd really like it if Jim would come. and just like yell at me.
Oh, he's good at that.
I'd be like, dude, I can just hear it out. I'd be like, fucking pick it up, kid. Fucking pick it up, kid. Fucking do it. Yeah, fucking Like, it'd be the best. I was like, yeah, like I could fucking pull trucks all day with Jim yelling at me. It'd be great.
Right?
So, fuck. It'd be fucking awesome. What am I missing here?
Yeah.
People are like, Justin lives. Holy shit.
Yes, I am alive. Sorry, my mic's kind of shitty.
I hear you fine, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely fine.
Maybe you need to fix your audio out there in podcast land.
Yeah, you're listening to Lavely? Like, yeah. Yeah, like, Jesus. Well, fuck, boys.
Yeah.
We're all like reading comments.
I know.
Yeah, pretty
getting
much.
caught
What's
up.
going on? What's going on? We got what do you guys got going up this weekend? This next one?
Fuck, I don't know, man. I'm just trying to figure out
Hopefully
tomorrow.
as little as possible.
Yeah.
Just trying to figure out tomorrow.
So we will tell you guys that there's not going to be a podcast next weekend.
There's not going to be a live feed next week.
There's not going to be there's not going to be a live next week. So, we're going to take a week off where we're kind of changing up our content calendar and timing and whatnot. Our
delivery.
our delivery, if you will. So we're not going to be in studio on Monday. So you guys won't see our pearly fucking faces.
Right.
Next
the
Monday.
following week will be back to normal.
Yeah. The following week will be fine. It's just just some changes happening within.
We got a lot of stuff going on. Mikey's got some travels. Jazz got COVID.
Yeah.
Justin has some changes going on in his life.
Yeah.
We're redoing how we release content here, so we will be very current on things that are going on.
Yes.
Versus having a lag in
Essentially,
what we put out.
after next week's podcast that you read when you guys listen to the podcast next week.
Instead of being nowhere close to live,
Yeah.
will only be a day removed from
like
being live.
when starting the week after next, the podcast you hear will have been recorded the day before.
Yes.
So our current events will be a little bit more current. So we're doing this, try to put out a more quality product for you guys. That's really
Yeah.
what it's about.
Growing pains.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Hey, mediocre best, man. We never fucking claimed
I know.
or promised anything more.
And it sucks. We're trying to get better.
Yeah.
But we're only
I
supposed
think
to be
we've
mediocre.
gone pretty fucking. We've got a lot better since the early days.
God damn right. We have the same mics. The levels are good.
Yeah.
I just want to know who that's watching right now remembers the days when we went live off the phone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
Those days,
We had to get close and yell.
Yeah.
that was
Yep.
You know, when's the last time somebody heard I can't hear, my left ear's dead, I can't hear.
Yeah,
Can you-
right.
Can you kick that?
Yeah, can you
got
jiggle
it?
that shit a little
Jiggle.
bit?
No.
Yeah.
yeah, don't move.
You fucking move. You
Oh,
fucking
no,
up.
Mikey can't hear.
God damn it. No, I'm done.
That would have been like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
3 weeks ago.
And then you got fucking Scotch just slow made, and she's just like,
Yeah, it works great.
"We're good." It's just like, "Fuck it."
my headphones fucked up. No, wait, that's just me.
He's like, "Oh, never mind. I'm just deaf in that side. It's fine."
Just my hearing.
Yeah. Fucking funny, dude. Yeah. So no live feed next week. Yeah, dude. So yeah, I gotta fly on September 11th, and I'm going out there to record a TV show.
Going out where?
North Carolina. Gotta fly to Charlotte to do this fucking TV show, and it's kind of last minute. It's kind of a pain in my ass. Like, it was kind of like, "Hey, can you cover down on this?" And I was like, "I guess." But I'm looking forward to the following week because I'm not doing shit. Taking a week off.
Nice.
Just fucking
There you go.
gonna be hanging out. Fuck, you guys might see me over here. Shit, never know. I might swing by here just to say hi during the day. While the kids are in school, me and Haley will drop by,
There you go.
say what up.
Yeah.
But a lot of busy shit, a lot of moving parts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of moving parts, man. So it's good. It's all positive shit, man.
For everybody that's on here on the live that is out of Warfighter Tobacco Cigars, we do have our Labor Day sale going on. Last day of it, Labor Day 15.
Ends at midnight.
Tomorrow.
Okay, tomorrow at midnight. Yeah, that's right. That was my idea.
It was.
But
It ends at midnight tomorrow instead of midnight tonight. Our customers are special.
Nice.
So we gave them an extra day.
Nice.
Yeah, fuck. If you're out on the lake all weekend,
Yeah, I
you
get it.
Don't see your email till you get back
Yep.
in the office.
Fuck, I missed it.
Tuesday.
Nope, you didn't miss it this time.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice of you.
We try to be nice sometimes. We're not always assholes, just on this show.
Oh, dude. I don't know. I'm kind of always a dick.
Yeah, me too.
I think it's probably why we all get along.
Right?
There's a little bit of dickish.
Yeah.
Yeah. We wouldn't have lasted long in the Trojan horse.
I guess
No.
you
See? That's all we're going to say. They would have caught us. We would have fucked. Lit that bitch on fire.
It'd have been like just us sitting there quiet. They'd be like, they're outside. God damn it, Mikey.
Like, shut
No,
up.
no, that wouldn't have been Mikey. That would have definitely been John.
That'd have been me.
What the fuck, dude? The fuck did you eat?
Bro, we don't have any windows in here.
Jesus. Lavely is cuntier than a skank parade. Okay.
But at least he finally admitted to being helmet grade special.
True.
Yeah.
True. We already knew that.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Well,
obvious.
technically,
Whoa.
Oh.
That's
Stay with us for just a little bit longer.
Yeah.
We're good?
We good?
I think we're good.
He
right.
just bled through across on there.
Yeah. All right.
Fucking
Cool.
A. We got some storms coming through San
Yeah.
Antonio right now.
We got some,
And,
some weather.
I have a theory about how the electricity works in San Antonio.
Yeah, it's a good theory.
It's a great theory because it's so
pretty
fucking
right on, yeah.
Hit,
So-
hit us with it for the kids in Candyland.
They have a giant switch. Like, it's like a fucking 3-foot, like
like a main power switch.
yeah, like a
Like,
switch.
like cartoon.
Like a cartoon style switch, right?
Yeah.
And they have a dude, his whole job is to just stand there and hold that switch so it makes a connection. And anytime lightning or thunder hits and it scares this dude, he's like, oh, fuck, whoop. And he puts it back and the power fucking switches. And every once in a while, something big fucking hits and the dude fucking, he's like, ah, fuck. And he runs for a minute. And his boss is like, dude, get the fuck back there and put that switch. Oh, shit, I'm sorry. And he goes and fucking puts it back up there. And that's how power goes on and off in fucking San Antonio nonstop during a storm.
I think it's like that switch in Jurassic Park where he has to like pump it to like charge it. He's like thunk.
Yeah,
He's like,
I
"All right,
swear
I'm
the
good."
dude, he's just the most scared fucking person in the world, and he's just holding this bitch, and any noise.
That reminds me of our flight to Nicaragua. We took Avianca Airlines.
That's terrifying.
Oh, it's great.
because I guess it's a
It's from Colombia.
Colombian airline. I've flown before in my life. A lot. However, on this flight, I've heard noises I've never heard.
It's been a long time since Scott flew on a plane where they had a hydraulic pump to get the landing gear to work.
Yes, that's what it sounded
And that's
like.
what it fucking sounded like. Like we're sitting
Yeah.
there and you
Like-
hear like, whir, 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 and the guy's just up front just pumping. And Scott and I, like, people are like looking around like nervous and we're just laughing.
I hear that on Southwest like every time.
Then maybe we got the old planes.
I
You don't
don't know. It's the first time I heard this.
But it's
Jesus.
great.
And
And
then-
one of the landings, this motherfucker stuck it.
Well, it bounced a little.
Well, he's
we-
he stuck it if the airfield was 10 feet below where it actually was. It was like,
And then it must have been a short runway because we were on the goddamn brakes.
Yeah.
I couldn't
hard.
believe it. Yeah.
if a plane could do an endo, we were on it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's no FAA down there, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
It is, but they're just on lunch.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
It's an FASA. Jesus. Anyways,
Yeah.
well, fuck everybody. Not
Yeah, fuck everybody.
Not like fuck everybody. Fuck everybody. Fuck everybody.
Let's end it on that. Fuck everybody.
Yeah. Fuck off.
Just to remind everybody once again, no live feed next week. We're taking the week off. Fucking like, share, subscribe. Go listen to the podcast. All right.
The actual podcast.
Yeah, the actual
Yes.
one.
This is not the
on
podcast.
all the platforms that you can find a podcast.
Except
Except
iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio.
Yeah, but
Which nobody
for you
gives a
two
fuck
fucks,
about 3 of them. Like, all 3 of them. Actually, I had a meeting with those guys. They're really nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all 3 of them.
like with the company. They're good. They're good folks over there. But
Somebody asked what the discount was for cigars.
So
Labor
right-
Day 15.
There you go.
right now,
Or-
or Freedom Friends,
But
You
it's
can
changing.
It will be changing. It'll be good for the next week,
Yeah.
2.
next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay. So as of right now, you go to warfightertobacco.com. Use that code FreedomFriends. Screw yourself that sweet 15% off. I have to wait for it to wiggle. And then it's.us for all your CBD needs. Use that code FreedomFriends25. Score yourself a quarter off your order over there. And well, fuck, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really just simple little words to live by, you know.
is.
And it's tell your mom,
And then tell your friends.
and then tell your fucking mom's friends.
God damn right.
Joe, everybody wishes we would go longer. I hear that all the time. Sorry, Joe.
It's just because
This
he's
is
better
as long
at it
as
than
it's
you
gonna
are.
get. All right.
It's just
The
'cause he's better
podcasts are
at
like
it.
an hour long. Go listen to the podcasts
And the debates.
and the debates.
Quit talking to my wife.
Shit. But I like to raise my glass. I want to say cheers to you boys. So thanks for being my freedom friends. And cheers to all of you guys out there. Thanks for tuning in for the weekly shit show that we call the Buddy Check. Checking on everybody and making sure everybody's good to go. I'm glad that you guys I love watching the comments on these because I see that you guys literally do the job for us, man. You guys check on each other in these comments, and I
That is
think it's
so
awesome.
nice.
I think it's really fucking cool that we've created this weird little offshoot community of fucking degens that I fucking adore, man. I think it's great.
Yeah.
You know, so thank you guys for doing what you do and being who you are, and for listening to this weird ass show that we like to put on once a week. But I highly encourage you go check out the podcast. There's much more content on those. The debates are always fun. That's really what it's about. But yeah, man. 3 little things, 3 little words to live by. Davey, why don't you hit him with the first one?
Well, that'd be smoke on.
Scotty, your favorite?
Drink on.
God damn it, boys.
Freedom the fuck on.
We'll see you next week. Yeah, we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.